Hello and welcome back to the tutorial videos. This is video number 2 for map assignment number 3. This is the 2025 version of map assignment number 3. So we're going to put in a left main array and first we got to make a left main layer. So over to map here, I'm going to go, I like to start here in isometric view and layers. There's a variety of layers already in the file. I'm going to close the DXF layer. That's the one that has all the architecture. I'm going to double click on it, closes it up, and I'm going to make sure all my things are locked. That's really important. I'll mention that in a moment, but you want to make sure all your architecture is locked. I don't really need the stage at the moment, so I'm going to hide the stage, and I'm going to add a new layer here. I'm going to call it mains left. So it's selected now, so that's the one I'm going to be in as I make my array. And I'm going to insert an array called left mains, and it's going to be at 9 minus 1925. So let's do that. Insert loudspeaker system. It's going to be called left mains. And as I said a moment ago, got to look at it again here. X-axis it's at 6 feet, and the y-axis is at minus 19, and height Z is at 25 feet. That's the oops, I just typed in the wrong spot. That's the trim height, 25 feet, and I just jumped on my document here, so let me go back and find where I was. I was right here. This is the trim position. This is where the trim bar, the bumper bar of the array is going to sit. And we're not using Panthers. These are gigantic speakers. We are doing the Gracie Theater here at Husson University, and so it is going to be the Meyer Melody Forward. These are speakers from the mid-2000s, quite a bit smaller than the Panthers. And anything else to say? Yeah, the Gracie has 10 boxes. So you have to use these buttons here, the plus or minus, in this case, to shrink the array. The default setting is 12 boxes, so I'm going to shrink these 1, 2 down to 10 boxes. And there you go. And before hitting insert, you want to kind of double check that all your settings look like this particular drawing. And they do look like this. Melody, left mains layer, 6 minus 1925. I think I'm good. Hit apply and insert. And there's the array. I'm going to kind of fly around it, kind of see where it's actually located. You can see it's roughly where I want it to be. These lines here, if they're not on, you can view them. They're called center lines. They show you where the boxes are pointed, so they're going to be very useful here in a few minutes that you have that feature on. Let's do a prediction. Let's look at 8 kilohertz with a 1 octave wide resolution. So 1 octave wide here, and we'll set it to 8K. And hit the predict button and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's pointing forward, so you can see it's very bright and loud in the balcony and not very loud in the orchestra. Orchestra? I can really say that, I promise. Looks like my picture there. That's good. Here's a nice feature. Meyer's called the section plane. If you select the array and you go over to express settings, and you can also select the array here, left mains, express settings, and in gate turn on the section plane, it kind of puts a section plane here. And when you view the left side and do a prediction, it kind of shows you where all the energy is firing. And later when we're articulating, that is angling the arrays, we're going to try to spread this energy, of course, over all the seating areas. So it may be useful for you to turn on this section plane. It's a real quick way to kind of see what's happening on the vertical axes with the system. Now, I'm going to disengage that right now, and you really have to, the way it is in map, you have to hit the clear button for it to actually disappear. But we're not going to use section plane anymore. I just wanted to show you that feature. And, oh, I did, in the instructions, we're having me do something else here, so let me show this again. Do a section plane, which I wanted to show you multi-view, because that's actually pretty useful. It's up here, and this is a quick way to kind of see, you know, you can see top down, you can see isometric and side view all at once, and of course we hide the section plane and hit reset or clear, you will clear that section plane. So that's pretty useful and very helpful when you're getting into array angling. Now, I'm going to save once again. I want to go back to isometric and save. It's not a bad idea to save as a new version just because it wards off evil spirits. So, nope, I'll click on that, and I'm going to name it Eric02 just to be safe. And I'll pick up on the next video in starting to angle the array. All right, see you in a second. Bye-bye.